You must learn to accept whatever comes your way. That's one of the things. And here where we feel frustrated, angry, upset, and spoil our joy, one of the things, because we make a mental projection. Mentally we calculate something. This has to be. And it's really in a way a subtle ego failing. So, this is how you become a Vyagra. Vyagra means person who is worried. The one who is not worried. So we worry because of two things. Firstly, we worry that what will happen in the future. Future doesn't exist. If you have made up your mind that this should happen in the future, then you get upset. That's one thing. But you have not any mental picture. You will see what comes on the scene. You will watch whatever appears. Then you are not worried because you are anxious to see what's going to happen. That's one way that you feel hurt, or you are worried. So this is how our mental images are so rigid that there is no flexibility in our understanding. So if you become flexible, then what happens? You see the joy of it. You see how things get adjusted. But if it is rigid, then you get caught up into your own rigidity. And you can never enjoy because there is no movement for the Mahamaya power. And that's how when you feel frustrated. You see, it is all your own creation. The mental projection is your creation. And also the destruction is your creation. Nobody is responsible for that. You are responsible. After some time you will find that it's impossible to do something but to do what is needed for surgery. Because whenever you will try to do something, you will find it will frustrate you, it will upset you. If not, then it will make you realize what is important, what you have missed. So, if you trust your joy-giving quality of your spirit, that you are not going to lose that quality of the spirit at any cost, then that acts as a guide. And you understand the flexibility of all these worldly transitory things. They are all changeable. Only you cannot change because you are the spirit. So Sri Ganesha accepts everything. He has a head with a trunk. He accepts it. Of course, it's important, he should have that. Because head of the elephant suggests that he is not like a human being who develops ego, superego conditionings, but he is just all the time one with the divine. He accepts his body, he accepts his head, he accepts his ears, he accepts everything that he is made of. He doesn't aspire to something. Some entrepreneurs put some ideas and he won't go run after them. He won't try to change himself. He won't try to create that fashion and all that. He is what he is. Because he is a satisfied soul. The Kundalini on the stomach shows a complete, self-contented, satisfied personality of Sri Ganesha. When you have all the powers within you, you know you are powerful, then you don't hanker after all these things. And you don't try to make a position or an impression of others. So now, as you are created in the same image of Sri Ganesh, you have to understand that you have to accept whatever God has given, whatever position He has given you. Same with Christ. Christ accepted His Father, who was just a carpenter. He didn't aspire for something higher or some sort of a special position or a power, because He was so powerful. What more power can He have? Though people mocked at Him and laughed at Him and could not accept what He was saying, but still He was self-contented, self-satisfied. He knew what it was. So for a Sahaja-yogi, the first thing is to be self-contented. As I told you, the fundamentals of the Western life is to see and to be seen. Both things were missing completely in the incarnation of Sri Ganesh. You don't have to change anything outwardly, because inside is complete Chaitanya. Sri Ganesha never tried to change himself, though there were so many clouds on his being, though many people insulted him, tortured him, hanged him, crucified him, still the eternal being didn't bother. So the first and foremost thing for a Sahaja-yogi is to accept. Go on accepting things. But when I say accept, I must say the other side also. That doesn't mean you start accepting booths, all the bad qualities of others. Mother, you said you must accept, so they start accepting all these bad qualities. What's wrong? You have said it already. Whatever I say has another side, always. Like I said, now you have become your own guru. So, why should we listen to anybody else? Everything can be corrected by Param Chaitanya, if you know how to leave it to that. If you understand how you are one with that Param Chaitanya, you are a part and parcel. And that Param Chaitanya is looking after you. You don't have very conscious effort. There's no need to have very conscious effort. Accept life as it is. As it is, whatever life is there, accept. Don't retaliate, don't get angry, don't get upset. Just accept. And you'll enjoy the same life which was irritating you. You will see the enjoying part of that. And it will be so beautiful the way you will see that you will get over all your problems. You will get over all your enemies. And a kind of very fresh, beautiful existence. So the first thing should be to watch yourself that you are not reacting, but you are experiencing and enjoying the silence, the subtleties, the beauty, the glory of your being as well as whatever is around you. don't have to force yourself to break this habit. But just to be on the watch out. It's not necessary to talk too much about it also. Nor it is necessary to think about anything. Because supposing you see a tree, so it's a tree only. What are we going to think about it? And whatever we may think about it, it's going to be the tree. So to judge others, to think of others, what they are doing, what's wrong with them, about anything whatsoever you may think is wrong, is not going to be corrected. Like I know some people who are especially bureaucrats, they are traveling, supposing by the car. Then they will say, I think, you see, this road should have gone this way. Or I think it would have been nice if this house was facing the other way. But it's not, see? It is not going to face. It is going to be the way it is. So what is the use of wasting your brain, your mind, your thought in suggesting something which doesn't work out? And never going to work out either. So when we start like, I think these trees should have been little taller, but they are not. I think that the crows should stop their noise. They will not. So just accept it. Acceptance is the way we are going to enjoy. But acceptance doesn't mean tolerance, because tolerance means you have to work very hard to accept that the trees are of the same height. They can't grow. It's too much for you. When you say, I have to tolerate it, you see, because my mind doesn't accept. So, acceptance as it is, whatever you see, acceptance. And that is how people grow, I have seen, those who start accepting. That's the sign. That's the sign of their strength and their depth. So the witnessing and awareness develops when we start just accepting things as they are. May God bless.